Yay, Ohio weather. Here we are, pulling towards the end of February. It's 60 fucking degrees. Nope, wait, nope, I'm sorry. It's 67, almost 70 fucking degrees. Record-setting temperatures everywhere. And yet, for some fucking reason, our oil industry-bound politicians insist that there's no such thing as global climate change. That there is no warming trend going on. Each year, for the last, 5 years, it has been hotter than the year before. The last 2 years have been obvious. Without going into averaging out and getting into tenths of a degree, we've actually pushed it past the normal position by a couple degrees. A lot of my fellow humans apparently have a hard time processing this information because they only understand the things that they understand from where they are, their position. I can see clearly that the climate is doing shit that it doesn't normally do. That there is definitely an issue with our weather. We're encountering more and more extremes, more and more often. Tornadoes and flooding occurring more frequently. But that's not the real issue. The real issue becomes a question of whose fault is it? Before it becomes a matter of let's do something about it. Let's fix the problem. Apparently all the fucking humans have to get together in a consensus to figure out whose fault it is. Who do they blame first before they start trying to fix any kind of fucking issues? Who can we stick it to that it's their fault? This is why humans annoy the shit out of me. They're not exactly a good species. They're pretty fucking opportunistic as far as things go. Back in a second. Wow, that was annoying. How are you going to call and order food and then just not answer your phone? Woo! Big splash. You can't be in an apartment building, you know, where you need a key to get into the building and then not answer your phone when someone calls about your delivery. And this horse shit about I don't answer calls I don't recognize, that's just stupid. It's almost enough to distract me away from the conversation about, like, climate change and shit like that. We'll figure it out eventually. About the time we're all fucked, pretty much. Because humans are kind of stupid as far as as a species goes. We don't like uncomfortable information. And we're really strongly geared towards confirmation bias. We are a very naive species. So when you try and tell people that the climate is changing, you get responses ranging all the way from, yeah, so what, to, no, that's not true. To people believing that the uptick that we've had, what was it, CO2 emissions increased by 1,500% since the start of the Industrial Revolution? We know what we're talking about as far as scientists go. We're clear. There's shit we don't have all the answers to. But does that mean we're wrong because we don't have a succinct little wrapped up fucking thing like, oh, it's magic? I mean, it's God did it. Because in the end, that's what's saying that, you know, your answer for many... it's funny. I don't understand how people don't see that, you know, it's the will of God is the same thing as it's magic. Because it is. I mean, this is the answer you give to a child. This is February in Ohio. All this precipitation coming down out of the sky is supposed to be snow right now. But it's not snow. And it's not gonna be snow. Because the weather is too fucking warm in Ohio because it's been warmer and warmer and warmer every fucking year. Anyway, back to work.